Well, the board meeting we just concluded comes at a very critical time. As you know, the rest of the world is focusing on what's happening in the Middle East. The crisis in Yemen, still in Ukraine, the West Bank. It's drifting the international attention to something that rightfully so is a major crisis. But I think for us in this region, the Lake Chad Basin, the incursions of violent extremism has been a perpetual crisis. So yes, the rest of the world might be seeing a shift, but I don't think the people in the Lake Chad Basin see their own issues as lesser of a priority.
One of the key things we were discussing is how we consolidate the stabilization investments. And I think one of the big things we see, and which all of us agreed, is that the Regional Stabilization Facility has been able to leverage resources from other partners to advance beyond stabilization into recovery. We were talking about the potential project which we are expecting from the African Development Bank for Chad and Cameroon that is sort of taking the next steps forward, the pro-stability from where stabilization has ended.
Today's meeting was a really good exchange to make the RSF efforts fit for the future, so to adapt to a changing environment in an agile way, so that we seek solutions for today's and tomorrow's challenges together with our important partners, so especially the national governments and other actors, the international finance institutions, and implemented through United Nations Development Program.
Je pense que cet engagement, c'est quelque chose de beaucoup plus important. La réunion a permis à ce que les différentes fenêtres nationales présentent leurs programmes, leurs plans, qui ont été déjà ajustés en tenant compte des contraintes des gaps financiers. Donc c'est un engagement qui a été renouvelé pour mener à bien la stabilisation.
Realized that it's not enough to have stabilized locations that are isolated or disconnected from each other, but we have to enable people to be moving between these locations across border, to be able to leave a settlement and access a market that might be at a distance away. And so one of the recommendations of today has really been to ensure that this approach is implemented on the ground.
The discussion today and yesterday really brought home the period of transition and how we have an objective of August 2028 to transition from a standalone stabilization project to something that's even more progressive and more durable.
Maintenant, la réunion, il est question que les bailleurs sachent où va leur financement, quels ont été les impacts et qu'on se projette dans le futur, c'est-à-dire à quelques années de la fin du projet. Nous sommes satisfaits de la phase qui a été faite.
It will be very important to consolidate the gains and to prioritize where our presence is most relevant and see which other actors on the ground, together with the government, we can partner on to enable this transition from stabilizing the areas to long-term development and recovery.
L'action primordiale à mettre en place pour accélérer la stabilisation est principalement le renforcement du cadre de suivi et évaluation pour mettre en commun les interventions et plus responsabiliser et permettre une appropriation nationale dès la fin du projet.